Welcome to the WIHS Journal. On today's broadcast, we'll talk to the pastor, Brad Whipple, from the Seaport Community Church in Groton, Connecticut. Today, we'll be talking about a craft fair that's coming up this weekend, November 16th, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's a craft fair for missions. All the proceeds will benefit the children from Ghana, Africa. Stay tuned for all the details. All the way from Groton, Connecticut, and today we'll be talking about the Gospel Kids. And I was just mentioning, I love the way it's spelled on the website. It's KIDZ, organization helping children in Ghana, Africa.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yes, and so awesome. So tell us a little bit about the ministry, and I know you have a special event coming up November 16th,
right.
A craft fair. Everybody who loves women, we love crafts.
And this is a big one, and this is really a really well done one.
Yes.
So let me tell you just a little bit. A couple of years ago, a Navy chaplain came in to introduce himself to me, and I asked him where he was from, and he said he was from Ghana. I've been to Ghana twice, so I was like really intrigued. In the process, I got to know his wife, Dr. Gifty Abishai, who had a vision of ministering to the children back in Ghana, in her homeland, of providing medical care. And when I heard about this, I said, our church has got to get behind this.
Yes.
And so for the last 2 years, that's what we've done, mainly through lots of different things, but primarily the craft fair. We use the craft fair because the mission every year costs about $2,200 to $3,000.
I love hearing about children, and you've been there. Tell us about, how the spiritual element is in Ghana. People don't have any idea. They don't know how blessed we are. So maybe you can paint a picture about the spiritual element and the poverty that comes with it.
Well, I have been to Ghana twice, and it's been a number of years, but right now Ghana is very alive spiritually. There's a lot happening right now. God is moving powerfully across the country, and so it's rather exciting. But in the midst of that is extreme poverty, and that's really where we are. Our medical clinics, and we've done 28 of them around Accra, which is the capital, over the last 2 years. This coming February will be year number 3. I think it's important to understand what we're trying to do. What we're trying to do is we hold these clinics and we preach the gospel. We had 600 children and adults come to Jesus this past February, and more the previous year.
Wow,
okay?
That is awesome.
We have children come in, and we bring in the national health insurance personnel. We pay to have them come, and they register the children. So that a child can get a national health insurance card.
Wow.
Okay? And so with that card, they can get in to see a doctor and get basic medication. Some of these kids die because they can't get simple medications or see a doctor. And they die of things that shouldn't kill them.
Wow.
So we go in there, we hold these clinics, and we register these kids. And what is mind-blowing in this is this. You guess, how much do you think it costs for a child to have 1 year's health insurance? Now think of America, 1 year's health insurance, okay? Gets them in to see a doctor and basic medication. What do you think that would cost?
I'm going to say about $500.
How about $1?
Wow.
But they can't afford it. They're so poor, they can't afford it. A lot of these people make $200 in a year.
Wow. They
can't afford it, so some of these kids die.
You want to make me cry.
I'm sorry, but you know what? Here's the great thing. In the last 2 years, we have registered 8,000 children and adults, some high risk adults, 8,000 of them.
Wow.
I mean it's an amazing. 7,000 children, 1,000 vulnerable adults. I mean we've done a couple of surgeries too.
Wow, that's awesome. Awesome.
I mean, because one child that we helped, Kingsley, he needed a surgery. He was 2 years old and drank something and it scarred his esophagus. He was never able to eat properly after that. And he was fed through a feeding tube directly into his stomach, and they could not get surgery, couldn't afford it. So for 5 years, he lived like that. We saw him in one of the clinics, raised the money, got the surgery done, and today he's 100% back at school. He was out of school for 5 years. Couldn't go to school.
Praise God.
And so that's what we're doing.
Yes.
That kind of.
If you are tuning in right now, I am talking to Pastor Brad Whipple of the Groton Seaport Community Church, talking about the ministry Gospel Kids in Ghana, Africa, helping children overcome extreme poverty. They're holding a craft fair November 16th. So tell us the main mission of the Gospel Kids. What is the mission? If people think about it, what is their main mission?
The main mission, now we provide clothing, we provide shoes, because those are big things. But the main mission is obviously to give a child and their a family an opportunity to get to know Jesus. That's the main mission. But along with that, we provide and pay for medical care, medical access, so they can get government-sponsored health care. And we have doctors and all the personnel, and we hold these clinics in various areas around the city of Accra. And some of these people will come in and they'll walk for a long way and stay there. And sometimes we've had people there till midnight.
Wow. Trying
to get them registered. And again, this is not, we don't have a medical clinic there. We getting these kids into the government health care. And so it's a great win for everybody.
Yeah. Pastor Brad, why is your heart so strong about this ministry? Because I can see the passion that you have for it, and it's touching.
I've been to Ghana twice.
Yeah.
And so when I, this Ghanaian couple came, a military chaplain and his wife, I said, I don't need to pray about this. I know I got to do something about this. And I've always had a ministry throughout my years to children. They're very dear to my heart. I've got a couple of grandkids, and so it's very important to me. And I just, having been to Ghana, having seen it firsthand, I just knew we had to do something. And I mean, I had no good reason why I couldn't. And so with God's help, we've done it. And that's why I'm sitting here tonight, is because I just want others. I mean, you can come to the craft show. That's great. If you want to support in some other ways, you can go on the website and take a look at Gospel Kids, what we're doing there. It's amazing what you're going to see on that website.
I saw the website. It is amazing. Yes.
I mean, the surgeries, and the kids these are kids who had no absolute access.
Yeah.
None. No hope. Zero. One of our kids, the president's wife, the president of the country, his wife tried to help one of these kids and couldn't, but we did.
And it's only $1 a year, you said, with these
$1 a year. It costs us about $23,000 to pull us all off, because we got to get a team there, and we set it up, and we pay for everything.
Yeah.
We pay for everything.
I loved hearing about the Gospel Kids Ministry. And again, your craft fair is November 16th. Where is the craft fair, and what else would you like our listeners to know? The
craft fair is from 9 to 4 at Seaport Community Church in Groton. You can find us easily on the web, on Facebook, and all that jazz. We're right there. We're right in Groton, easy to find, and it's all day right in the church. You walk in the church, you can't miss it. It's huge.
Yeah. Tell us about the craft fair. I know ladies now, their heartstrings have been pulled. Tell us what kind of stuff you'll be offering at the craft fair. Do you know the vendors?
Well, a lot of the vendors are our own, and then there's some vendors from the outside. And I mean, some of the stuff I've seen is I've seen just kind of little decorations that you might put in your home, wreaths that you might put on your door. I know that one of our guys hand carves like ducks, and so there'll be a lot of Christmassy kind of stuff. Plus, there's going to be one of our young people builds like cutting boards.
Wow.
They'll make those available. One of our teenagers does handcrafted jewelry, and it's very nice. And these are kids in our church that want to support this, but everything is quality.
Yes.
It's all high-end quality stuff. There's, there'll be quilts there and all kinds of other things.
Perfect Christmas gifts.
Yes, and they're all handcrafted. So it's, and plus the fact that whatever you buy, every dollar you spend there is going to buy a kid health insurance for a year.
Wow.
Every dollar
Yes.
you spend there. That's mind-blowing, isn't it?
Yes. Just give our listeners the website and more details before we close.
Well, if you want to, the church is at seaportcommunitychurch.org, okay? And on Facebook, same thing. Seaport's real easy to find. And then also Gospel Kids with a Z. You can also find the website and the Facebook page if you just look those up. Now, there's a couple of other Gospel Kids out there, but if you look with Gospel Kids with a Z, you'll see the pictures. And I encourage you to look at the pictures on Gospel Kids. They're amazing.
Once again on the broadcast with us was Pastor Brad Whipple, From the Seaport Community Church in Groton, Connecticut, we were talking about their craft fair. All the proceeds will go to the ministry Gospel Kids Z. And that craft fair is taking place this coming Saturday, November 16th, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. The children in Ghana, Africa will thank you. For WIHS, I'm Anissa Porticelli.